On June 14, 2020, the death of a 34-year-old actor triggered a national obsession. News channels ran 24-hour coverage, millions of fans demanded answers, and a narrative took hold that Sushant Singh Rajput had been murdered. 3 premier agencies spent 5 years investigating the case. In March 2025, the Central Bureau of Investigation filed its definitive closure report, backed by forensic findings from Ames. The medical and legal conclusion was absolute. There was no poisoning, no strangulation, and no staged crime scene. The cause of death was asphyxia due to hanging. It was a suicide. The financial fraud and abatement charges against his partner, Rhea Chakraborty, were completely dismissed. After years of public condemnation, she was given a clean chit. Accepting the official report forces us to confront a difficult reality. No single person entered a locked room to end his life, but a series of systemic failures left him entirely isolated when he needed help the most. Bollywood operates on a rigid social hierarchy. Insiders connected to major production houses like Dharma and Yash Raj Films receive continuous marketing, prime roles, and a safety net that protects them from box office failures. Sushant entered this environment with no legacy connections. He built his career from television soaps to leading roles through sheer performance, meaning his survival relied on every single project succeeding. He spent 11 months exclusively preparing for Shekhar Kapoor's ambitious film, Pani. He attended workshops and immersed himself in the character, only for Yash Raj Films to abruptly pull the financing. His multi-year investment evaporated instantly. The industry also made his exclusion public. On major insider platforms like Coffee with Karan, peers casually mocked his relevance and ranked him last among his contemporaries. These actions do not amount to a murder plot, but they cultivated a fiercely toxic professional environment, stripping away his support network and leaving a vulnerable man to navigate his hardest days completely alone. This animated chart tracks 2 distinct realities of his life. The climbing line represents his high-functioning intellect, clearing 11 engineering entrance exams and winning a national physics Olympiad. The violently oscillating wave below it represents his internal struggle with severe bipolar disorder, marked by racing thoughts and deep depressive crashes. He knew his diagnosis, but he was terrified of anyone finding out. In a culture that equates mental illness with instability, admitting to bipolar disorder threatened to destroy the career he had fought to build. Driven by this fear, he avoided consistent treatment. Police records show he frequently stopped taking his prescribed medications and cycled through multiple psychiatrists, seeing each one only 2 or 3 times before leaving. His exceptional intelligence offered no defense against his own neurology. The disease overwhelmed him, and the fear of exposure prevented him from fighting it properly. When he died, the Indian press had a choice in how to cover the tragedy. They chose the spectacle. Primetime television networks ignored the clinical evidence of his mental health decline. Instead, they broadcasted nightly unverified theories about political cover-ups and industry hits to capture maximum viewership. Rhea Chakraborty became the designated target. She received death threats, was labeled a murderer on national television, and spent almost a month in Bipolar jail on drug charges that higher courts later dismantled. The media machine took the genuine grief of millions of fans and weaponized it, funneling their mourning into an aggressive campaign for retribution. By manufacturing a criminal conspiracy, the press successfully monetized a young man's death. It provided a convenient villain, sparing society from reflecting on its own failure to protect those suffering from mental illness. Beneath the 5-year investigations, the hashtag campaigns, and the primetime debates, there was a person, a 34-year-old man from Bihar. He was deeply fascinated by the universe. He wrote a list of 50 things he wanted to experience, including learning quantum physics, painting the aurora borealis, and studying the cosmos through his own Meade telescope. Yet that same vibrant mind spent its final hours isolated in a locked room at 2 a.m, searching the internet for the phrase painless death. Continuing to push a fake murder narrative erases the agonizing reality of what he endured. It dismisses the brutal weight of bipolar depression and reduces his very real suffering to a cheap thriller. Sushant was ill, not weak. The shame surrounding his condition forced him to suffer in silence. If you are fighting your own mind, please do not hide it. Reach out to the Kieran helpline at 1-800-599-0019 or iCall at 022-2552-1111. There is help, and you do not have to fight alone.